everyone, welcome to my channel. 5 Real Valladolid fans who racially insulted Real Madrid star Vinícius Júnior in 2022 have been found guilty in the first ruling in Spain that condemns racist insults in a soccer stadium as a hate crime, LaLiga said Wednesday. A Valladolid court convicted the fans for their insults in a league match, sentencing them to 1 year in prison plus a fine of up to €1,620 $1,137. The jail time is suspended on condition they don't commit any offense or visit soccer stadiums hosting official national competitions for 3 years. In a decisive step towards eradicating racism in sport, the Provincial Court of Valladolid has handed down the first ruling in Spain this morning, condemning the 5 defendants for shouting racist insults at Vinícius Júnior in a football stadium as a hate crime under Article 510.2 of the Criminal Code. LaLiga said in the statement, LaLiga had reported the abuse to a local court. Vinícius testified via video conference last month during the hearing against the 5 Valladolid fans. LaLiga's statement added, "This court ruling represents an unprecedented milestone in the fight against racism in sport in Spain, which until now had only seen sentences for conduct against moral integrity, with the aggravating factor of racism. The fact that the ruling expressly mentions the crime of hate associated with racist insults reinforces the message that intolerance has no place in football." Last year, 3 Valencia fans were handed 8-month prison sentences after pleading guilty to racially insulting Vinícius. That was the first conviction for racism-related cases in professional soccer in Spain, but it was not based on a hate crime. The Valencia fans were convicted of a crime against moral integrity, with the aggravating circumstance of discrimination based on racist motives. The fact that this ruling explicitly refers to hate crimes associated with racist insults reinforces the message that intolerance has no place in football, LaLiga said. The league first filed a complaint against the Valladolid fans. It was later joined in the case by the player, Real Madrid, and the public prosecutor's office. Information from the Associated Press was used in this report. In a landmark decision for Spanish football, a court in Valladolid has found 3 Real Valladolid supporters guilty of a hate crime for racially insulting Real Madrid star Vinícius Júnior during a LaLiga match in December 2022. The ruling marks one of the first successful prosecutions of its kind in Spain, as the country grapples with growing concerns over racism in football. The incident occurred during a match between Valladolid and Real Madrid at the José Zorrilla Stadium. As Vinícius Júnior, a Brazilian international and one of the most prominent black players in LaLiga, walked off the pitch, he was subjected to racist abuse from a section of the Valladolid crowd. Video footage later circulated on social media, showing fans shouting slurs and making monkey noises at the winger. Following public outcry and a formal complaint from LaLiga, Spanish police launched an investigation that led to the identification and arrest of several individuals. 3 of them were later charged and brought to trial for hate crimes under Spain's anti-discrimination laws. On Tuesday, the court found the trio guilty and sentenced them to 8 months in prison. However, due to Spanish legal norms, first-time offenders rarely serve time for sentences under 2 years. Instead, the court imposed a ban on attending any professional football matches for 2 years and ordered the offenders to participate in an anti-discrimination education program. This ruling is an important step forward, said LaLiga President Javier Tebas in a statement. It sends a clear message that racism will not be tolerated in our sport. We must continue to work together to identify and punish those responsible for these shameful acts. Vinícius Júnior, who has been the target of multiple racist incidents in Spain over the past 2 seasons, reacted on social media. "Justice has been done, but the fight continues," he wrote. "No player, no person should have to suffer this kind of hatred. We will not stop until racism is out of football and out of society." Real Madrid also issued a statement in support of their player, emphasizing their zero-tolerance policy toward racism. "Vinícius Júnior has our full support. The verdict is a victory for him, for football, and for all who believe in dignity and equality." Despite repeated calls from players, clubs, and international bodies like FIFA and UEFA to address racism in the game, progress in Spain has been slow. Critics have accused authorities of being too lenient and inconsistent in their response. However, this ruling is seen by many as a turning point. "It's a small victory, but a symbolic one," said Carmen Garca, a lawyer specializing in civil rights. "This case sets a precedent. The law is finally catching up with the reality on the ground, as Spain's top football division continues to grow in global stature. This case highlights the pressing need to root out discrimination. For Vinícius Júnior and many others, the hope is that this verdict will be more than symbolic, that it will mark the beginning of a safer, more inclusive era for football in Spain. Please subscribe to my channel.